I've been so busy this week. Just got back into the full swing of things with school full-time, work full-time. I'm burnt. I'm burnt already, but it's just because I'm not used to the hours, and I'm sure I'll adapt soon enough, and it'll become routine, and I'll be okay. But for now, it's that adjustment period, and I'm hungry, and I want to ask you, would you eat it? Today's the 3rd. It just turned the 3rd of September. It's 93% lean ground beef, and that's probably going to disgust people just to begin with, but look, it's like not this color that it should be, you know, the nice pink, but it's gnarly. I don't see any mold on it, so it's actually almost a week expired. Kind of smells like caramel. Would you eat it? I'm just so hungry, and I don't feel like going to the supermarket again. And I paid like $7 for this beef. I don't know, some of these pieces look kind of dried up, so maybe I'll take those out. And I'm sure no one's even gonna believe that I'm gonna eat this anyway. Like, once it's cooked, you're all gonna be like, well, you switched the meat. Scout's honor, man. I used to be a Boy Scout, you know. We have a thing called honor. It's honor code. Blood isn't even bloody anymore. It's like brown. Ugh. Montreal grill mates. Montreal spiciness. So maybe that will kill some of the whatever has decided to manifest itself in here. I don't know, I just got through a long day of work. Well, what? It doesn't look bad once you break it up. Look. Once you break it up and you get through that layer, it actually starts to look how ground beef should. Guardians. Jazz up dinner for less. And at this point, I don't even give a fuck what, maybe I should switch this to night vision. Here's what I got in my freezer right now in terms of food. I just have some vegetables. So we have broccoli, carrots, sugar snap peas, and water chestnut, spinach. That is an option, but it seems like a lot of work. I actually got to put this in another container. Spears of broccoli, same thing. I don't fucking feel like putting it in that container. Microwaving it. This seems like the best option because all I have to do is put this thing in the microwave for 5 minutes and then I'm good. Yeah, so my theory is that even though this beef is expired by about a week, I figure, you know, you put this in with the spices and the high heat, and look at that. It's gonna kill a lot of bacteria, but maybe I'm just fucking stupid, crazy, and I'm probably wrong, and maybe I'll be violently ill tomorrow. Alright, so this is all browned up, essentially. And I thought about draining the grease, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not on my diet yet, so fuck it. Basically, what do you do here? You take... Now, the glass I'm using is clean. You gotta spill something water. Allow rice to cook, dude. You rice to cook. Right, else it's in there. So, you know, we fry the meat, so that's gonna kill the germs, right? And then we're gonna boil it. Put that fucker to high. Wait for this to boil. Actually, you gotta add the rice mix now. You don't add it after it starts boiling. So, wow, this is very hard to do with one hand. Here it is in the packet. Let's see if I can bite this off. There it is, man. This is cooking, baby. I'm cooking. Fuck. I need to clean that up. Alright, so I'm gonna mix this in. Wow, this looks very appealing, doesn't it? It looks like, well, I don't even want to say what it looks like, but use your imagination, right? Use your imagination. We're going to let this boil. No, those are not insects in there. Not little beetles. They're beans. Black beans. Ugh. Tastes much better than it looks, my friend. Alright, so I'm going to switch from the fork to the spatula, and yeah, it's all deformed. One day, I guess I was not paying attention or whatever, and I had it, you know, rested on the pan like I have the fork here. You see that? So I had this rested on here, and I went off to go do something else. I don't know, fold laundry or something, or maybe I was waiting for a girl to call that I wanted, and I got distracted, and then this thing like totally melted. And yeah, that's the story behind that. So yeah, and I got these Del Monte fresh sliced carrots. I did rinse them off in the water. Why? Kind of pointless when you really look at the sodium. I wanted to rinse the sodium off them, which is, you know, completely pointless considering how much sodium this rice has. Look at that, a whopping 49%. And the amount of servings, yeah, 3. So yeah, you do the math. And the sodium in here is 270 milligrams. But, it, you know, it was just for pure psychological reasons to kind of make me feel better that I did a double rinse in the sink of these carrots. We got this all steam fresh. It's all microwaved. It's nice and mushy in there. We're going to let this boil down a little bit, and then I'm going to proceed to dump these vegetables into here. Actually, I could probably add the carrots now. Oh, yeah. Oh. Alright, man. So I was all excited, you know, steam fresh. I saw that 5-minute there. Yes, it'll only take 5 minutes in the microwave. It actually took about 6.5. And these vegetables still are kind of like a little frozen in the middle. You know, well, not frozen, but cool. But, you know, once they boil down in this concoction here, they'll be done. So, alright, so we got this all mixed together, and it's going to be done probably in about 15 minutes. So we're just going to let it boil down. We're going to lower the heat to about a 5 or 6 range, medium. You know, I'm going to show you the finished product when it's done. So I'll be back soon. And I don't even know if I should eat it because, you know, you saw in the beginning what that beef looked like. But, you know, where eagles dare, baby. Where eagles dare. Dudes, it looks like it's almost done. You just got to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. All that water's been absorbed by the rice. And we're just going to let this sit here. I turn the temperature off. And as a personal challenge, I cleaned the dishes, dude, while this was absorbing the water. And I succeeded. Alright, I just gotta rinse that soap out of there. And we're just gonna let this stand, as they say. Let stand 10 minutes. And I'll decide whether or not I'm gonna eat it. Alright, looks like it's done, dudes. Very muted, mushy. Looks good, though. Smells fine. I mean, I've used beef right from when I bought it, right from when I've got it, right from the grocery store into my fridge and directly put on the frying pan. This was about a week old, and it looks good to me, bro. Looks good to me. I think I'm going to eat it. I think it's a go. I'm going to take the clean Tupperware container. I always eat out of Tupperware container. I live by myself. Who gives a fuck, right? Oh, God. Jesus, how could I miss it like that? Alright, so let's... Black beans and rice. New Orleans style. Dirty rice is already in with some hodgepodge of vegetables. And you can basically put whatever you want in here. Whatever, man. I'm easy. Let's see how it tastes. Awesome. Nice and spicy. Doesn't look good, man. But this shit is filling. You get your protein, your 93% lean ground beef. You get your beans, you get your veggies, your carrots for your eyes. Snow snap peas and water chestnuts for nothing. Because I don't think they have much nutritional value. But my point is that this shit, this beef, was over a week old and it was brown and gray and decrepit, and you had to rip through about a good couple centimeters of it to get to the pinkness, to the roast beef sandwich. And you know what? It's there. And I know I'm going to be fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. We have to be less pussified in America, in our country. Because you know what a fucking kid in Somalia would do for this? To eat this? And for $10 I have about 4 meals here, and I just couldn't waste that meat. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. It may not look pretty, but it does the job, and it's actually pretty good. The Montreal seasoning and the crushed red pepper really do it up. Stop being a pussy. Those expiration dates, man, they don't mean a thing. That's just the date that the store needs to get it out. And they need to be ultra cautious. I, on the other hand, don't need that caution. I'll live.